Hello! Today we are going to be building the keyboard of my dreams. I was very lucky to get an Austin R4 in pink. I think there are a few in-stock PC Austins available on the Drift Mechanics site, but I know that I was able to get this in the first round and the form was open for like 27 seconds, so I was incredibly happy to even obtain this in the first place. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of a long stream. I'm planning on mil-maxing this, so I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it tonight, but we're gonna try to like speed run this as much as possible. I've already tested the PCB ahead of time and everything works, so that's great. And we're just gonna get on with it. I'm using TX stabs. I am waiting for a 7U spacebar stab to come, and I don't have one, unfortunately, so we're just gonna do 6.25U for now, and then I'll probably just replace the stabs to 7U on my own time. That's why we're mil-maxing, because I don't want to deal with desoldering and taking it apart. But yeah, apologies about the ring light. I know this camera isn't the best with the focus, but that's alright. We're gonna get what we're gonna get with rudimentary technology. I might as well show off the Austin before I start working on the stabs because it's absolutely gorgeous and incredibly heavy. I don't own a scale, but I'm guessing this is at least 7 or 8 pounds. It's definitely heavier than 5. I can barely lift it. Oh, hello, board. Thank you for following. But here it is. It's huge. I'm gonna get so swole lifting it up. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, let's just get going with the stabs. I pre-lubed them while I was working from home today because that's what working from home is the best for, right? Anyway, I set the Austin down by my feet. I hope I don't kick it accidentally. But we're just gonna get going with the stabs. I haven't plugged in the soldering iron yet, so I won't knock any. But yeah, I wish, oh, the webcam's like glitching out. That's so annoying. Like, my hand is here and nothing is being shown on stream. That's super annoying. What's that? Shoot. What is going on? Let's see. The build cam. Is it working now? No? What's going on? That's so annoying. It's weird how it's just stuck like that. Huh. Hello. Yeah, it does look very glossy. Can anyone see my hand? Is that just on my end, or is that... I wonder how the stream looks. It's gonna be a little echoey because I'm gonna look up what it's supposed to look like now. Yeah, this webcam is just like not working. It just like froze completely. That's really annoying. I might have to stop the stream and come right back. I'm sorry about that. That's so weird. Is this? Oh, that fixed it. Okay, we're back. Cool. Yeah, this is a good look at the PCB. The ring light's kind of getting in the way, but it makes the lighting better. Well, yeah, let's get these stabilizers in. It takes me a while to do TX stabs sometimes, but I'm glad I pre-lubed them. And this PCB is really nice because it marks like where you would put in this 6.25 stab. I guess you could just see it visually, but I don't know. This build might take a couple hours. It's definitely the biggest keyboard I've ever built in my life, so that's cool. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Get the TX stabs in here. I need to grab some tweezers. Shout out to people who make royalty-free music. I feel like I've probably played this mix already on one of my other streams, but that's just how it is. But yeah, time to get the stabs in. I'm glad y'all don't have to watch me lube these, because that would have taken an even longer amount of time, and no one wants to watch that. I mean, some people I guess do like watching that, but that's like whenever I watch other keyboard streams, I just like skip through the lubing stabs part because I'm like, I want to see the board, like I don't want to watch this, but I might just have a low attention span, I don't really know. Hey Kathy. Oh wow, that was actually pretty good. I got that one in quickly. I'm feeling confident about the speed in which I'm getting these stabs in. I have this sheet up because normally I try to time these when my boyfriend is like busy, but he's home, so we're like, he can still have his space and play games, and I'm not like broadcasting him to the world when he's doing his thing, so that's cool. These are already kind of lubey, and I'm getting lube all over my fingers. Yeah, speed run. I've been trying to do other speed runs with keyboard builds, and it's been fun, but with this one, it's gonna be kind of slow just because of the mil-maxing part. It's a lot more soldering than it would be otherwise, but hey, the price I pay for wanting to switch out switches and stuff. I'm getting better at maneuvering these TX stabs though, because they used to give me a lot of grief, and now I feel like, oh, of course this wasn't like pushed in all the way. That's cool. There we go. I'm like having a brain fart. I'm like, where's the spacing for these other stabs? I know they're here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Haha. It just didn't look like a straight line for whatever reason. I thought it was like something else. As I get lube all over my fingers. We love like getting petroleum all over our hands, right? Oh yeah, the glizzy mat. It's beautiful. There's mustard on it. This is the best investment. I can't believe I used to solder like just on the desk without a mat. That was probably really bad. But get in there. There we go. 3 more stabs and then we're done. This was a lot quicker than the last board I built. I feel like the Sonnet was even slower with like 3 less stabs, which is funny. Get in there, yes. Here's how we're looking so far. We just have 2 more to go right here, and then we're ready to start mil-maxing and everything already. We love speed. Yeah, there we go. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. You'll learn the words Ponkotsu. Or I know your real name from just Instagram and stuff, but I'm not gonna like dox you in front of people. But I appreciate you joining the stream anyway, because yeah, welcome to the world of keyboards. Ooh, Kathy. Yeah, you got that origami set. That's fun. It's a cute set. It's gonna look good. Now what I don't know is if I should mil-max with the plate on already, or if I should just do it without the plate and then take the switches out again. I feel like I might as well just do it with the plate to save time. So I'm gonna set this PCB down for a second so we can deconstruct the Austin and then get the plate out. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this, but that's what I want to do. Here it is in all of its glory. It's huge. Getting all these screws out. I guess I don't need this stab box here anymore. Just throw it into a random box on the floor. I've also heard, even though it's top mount, it's easier to put it on upside down just because the base and the weight on the Austin are so heavy, or just from like other build streams of this I've watched. I'm gonna turn this around. I can't grab this. I can barely even pick it up, it's so heavy. Oh, my desk must not be totally flat because that screwdriver is just rolling around there. That's fun. Ooh, it's so heavy. I also feel like this might not be magnetized anymore. I'm gonna have to redo that. Got the magnetic tip. Oh, I might as well put on the feet too while we're upside down. Came with this little bag. It has all the screws and the feet, and there's also 3 LEDs that go in the Austin, but just in that little accent piece to have light shine through. So I'm gonna, at first I thought about not soldering in the LEDs, but I think I like the look of them the more I think about it, so I am gonna build it with the LEDs. We're already off to a terrible start with crooked feet. We love that. I'm really not the best at putting feet on these boards, and it's such a permanent, it's not a permanent decision, but it feels really permanent with, not, you don't want to mess it up, you know what I mean? And I guess they give you extra feet for, in case they're messed up, but some of them are kind of already bent because they were bent in that little envelope thing, but oh, I didn't even put the little stoppers in the TX stabs. I just remembered that. And it's funny because I think Boar did that the other night with the Space 65. So I'm really happy I remembered. But at least this is separated for now. Cool. But for now, I'm gonna put this back down so I can put the little nubs in the TX tabs. I'm so glad I remembered. I would have been like kicking myself even more if I forgot that. Come back, PCB, we're not done yet. I was like, wow, the stabs were so much quicker than normal, probably because I forgot half of the entire process, so that's cool. But hey. We're here to remember. It shouldn't be too bad. Just to get them in there. I'm shoving in these little plastic nubs into each stabilizer. I know the camera isn't the best. I think my next like stream investment, if I do one, is to get a better like build camera where I can actually see up close. But for now, it's fine for just streaming for friends and stuff, you know. Get in there. And then I have, these are just from like old TX stabs. Nubs most of the time. I lose at least one every time because it'll like fall on the carpet or something, but so I'm glad they do give extras. It probably wouldn't make that much of a difference if I completely forgot the nubs or the stoppers, but because they're like tight in there anyway, but it's good to have that peace of mind and security that the stabilizers are like fully clipped in there. Hello, Eka. Long time no see. Oh, the camera did die. Why does this keep happening? That's annoying. I wonder that doesn't change anything. Are we back? We are back. I don't know why that keeps happening. And then the only way to fix it is to just like set it as a different webcam source in Streamlabs and then start it again. But hey, there we go. Hopefully it's back. Thanks for letting me know. I haven't had that happen on any of my other streams, so that's weird how that started happening today. The only change is that I added this ring light, so I don't know why that would be changing anything, because it's like the camera is just screwed into it, but it's not connected to anything. That is weird. But yeah, I'll just have to keep an eye on that and make sure that I'm not just like streaming to a paused keyboard. I am the girl that likes big keyboards. I'm a big full-size or 1800 fan. Not always popular in the hobby, but I feel like there's enough of us where it's like kinda niche, but not too niche. Size queens of the world unite, am I right? We're almost done with the stabs, and then we can get back to what I was originally trying to do. We're gonna start the mil-maxing process. And I forget the like actual number name, but I got the like smaller mil-max sockets. The camera's not focusing, but yeah, it might be a little tougher, but they're not like the shortest ones. I know they're not the ones that are like specifically made for keyboards, but they are like the shorter ones. 7305, is that what they're called? I'm probably saying the wrong number. But yeah, all the stab stoppers are put in. That's great. Cool, we can get back to what I was initially doing before I forgot about the stabs. Let me just get this plate out first. And then this is gonna be a little too big. Need to find a different head. I'm constantly checking the camera to see if it's working. It's like, will I find the head that I need? Is this... No, that's too small. I think it's this one. Yeah, that'll work. Let's put the plate screws here. Yeah, this magnetic tip is not so magnetic anymore. It's kind of annoying. It is a wow stick. Hello, Kathy. Welcome back. Is the origami colors not what you were expecting? Because I know there was a lot of controversy about the lighting versus the renders, and I was kind of optimistically hoping that the render lighting and the really white lighting of actual sample photos was just like a drastic thing, and it was actually pretty close, but who knows. Oh, it's an off-white. That's good. At least it's not full-on white, but I could imagine like wanting it to be a little more beige, so that's understandable. There ain't no cream. That's a sad. Hopefully that doesn't like hamper your desires of wanting a cream board. Alright, yeah. And for switches, we are using Boba U4Ts. A basic choice. I've actually never tried these on any of my own builds before, but I've tried them at a lot of meetups, and I've enjoyed them, so that's why we're mil-maxing, in case I change my mind. But yeah, I'll just start putting these in. Get it flush with the plate, also. Oh yeah, we have a brass plate here. The Austin R4 didn't come with any other plate options. I think people could order palms separately, and there is a third-party FR4 plate, but other than that, those were the only options, and that's cool. I like brass plates, personally. I like the sturdiness of them. The sound is like a little clacky. I know that's a buzzword, that's kind of a meme, but I like the feel and the look of brass. It's just gorgeous and it's heavy. The first time I mil-maxed, I put the sockets in first and then I put the switch in. And then I think I watched Said mil-max, and he put the sockets on the switch pins and then put it in. And I'm like, I'm gonna try that method and see if that makes it easier at all. I don't really know if it does. But so far everything seems to be good. I'm just gonna do the corners first, and then oh yeah, I should turn on the soldering iron so I'm not like waiting. I don't have like a fancy soldering iron that heats up super quickly, so it'll take a couple minutes. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, those are Boba U4Ts. These are the 62 gram springs, not the 68. I think I would have enjoyed the 68, but I also, they were sold out, and I didn't want them in black. I liked the pearl color better, so I was like, I'll just use 62 gram springs, and if I really want to spring swap down the line, I can. But for now, I'm happy with my options. So cool, the sockets are going through. This is just, yeah, a lot more time consuming than just putting in the switches, but that's what I get for being impatient and not wanting to wait for the 7U stabs to come in the mail, so that's on me. Yeah, the pearl housing is definitely a lot nicer looking, in my opinion, too. In comparison to the clear and the black, it's just and I don't know if there's changes in the sound profile at all with the different colors. I haven't really looked into it, or honestly, I probably wouldn't even notice the difference if I was tested on it, but yeah, I just like the look a lot better. I thought about doing Texie Neapolitans for this build because of the color and the pink, but I have Neapolitans in a different build already, so I wanted to try something new. Okay. Yeah, if the clear is a different material. Yeah, because it seems like it wouldn't have as deep of a sound with that kind of plastic, but I really, I'm not an expert in that at all, so I don't even know if I would notice, but mentally it seems like it would sound different. Hello, Nira. Thanks for tuning in. We're in for a long mil-maxing journey. But I like to solder quickly for the most part. We love a speed build, so I hope I get this done tonight. That's the goal. Alright, I need to check. Okay. 6.25 is on this side. I guess I could just see it by centering the switch, but there we go. My favorite plate material is being featured, yes, brass, and drifting bunnies as base and only offered brass as the default. So that's cool. I think in the past Austins have been like released with aluminum plates and maybe palm, but at least like all of Austin's files are open source, so you can really get any plate material you want to if that's your jam. But I was just very happy with the default brass option. Cool. One stab area. These small little sockets, it's funny because they're in packs of 50, and when I look at them visually, I'm like, there's no way there's 50 of them in that bag, but there are. They're just so little that it seems like there are way less. Acrylics. I haven't tried an acrylic plate, or really an acrylic board, and I just bent that pin. That's lovely. I'm not even doing this on camera, I realize. That's funny. But hopefully this pin isn't too messed up. I think it'll be fine. But get in there. Yeah, there's something wrong with that. I need to get a switchboard. Partial to palm. Yeah, the Sonnet was the first palm plate I ever used, and I'm really happy with the sound profile. I love that deeper sound. I know I've mentioned it already in like other servers where like I feel like I have these kind of counterintuitive preferences where it's like, oh, I love a linear sound but a tactile feel, or the sound of palm but with the feeling of brass. Like I want something sturdy, but this is really giving me a hard time. Just get in there. Come on, buddy. You can do it. What's going on? Okay. It's in now. I don't know what was going on there, but it's flush now. And I don't believe the pins are not exposed. Yeah, they're poking through. That's good. Always. There's always something scuffed. At least like I don't have an FR4 plate that's gonna like make me bleed, like my first build stream that I did, because that was gross. There's just blood everywhere. I know I reference it every time now because it's just like funny, but now I'm afraid of FR4 plates just like cutting my hands open and having really tight tolerances for the switches. Alright. Cool. Thinking about just soldering these in for now, just to bring some stability, and then we can put the rest of the switches in and solder, because the iron should be hot enough now. Hopefully I don't get any solder in these sockets. I know I just probably jinxed myself there, but that's cool. Oh, the camera is like fucking up again. Come on, dude. Why? It's so annoying. I need to figure that out. What's happening? There we go. Hopefully it wasn't paused for like more than 10 minutes. I have no idea. We're back to soldering. Back to doing this. Just doing the corners and the stabs for now. I don't have the fume extractor going because it's too loud, but I do have a fan behind me in case, you know, lead poisoning, not fun. We love breathing in the fumes. Yeah, I hope I didn't get solder. And it's really hard to see, honestly. I'm trying my best. The Milmax sockets that are like taller are the ones I've used in the past where it was like really easy to just see. Like that one, I'm pretty sure I just got solder in there. And I guess like you'll just see me like struggle, or I won't even stream me struggling to desolder this after the fact when I change the stabs to 7U for the space, so that's good. It's just hard to like get it all the way around on the outside without getting solder into the socket, I feel like, but I don't know. Oh yeah, magnifying glass light is probably good. I'm just like using my eyes. Part of me now is like, should I just like give up on mil-maxing and just solder these switches in? I feel like that might just be the move. I don't know. Because I just really can't see, but I can tell I'm like over soldering some of these already. Oh, there's one I didn't do. Oh, there's two I didn't do. That's funny. I want to get like a little rolly spool for my solder eventually, just because it gets stuck to the glizzy mat now. There's too much stability. Maybe I'm getting more of a hang of it now. Slowly. I don't know. That was too much. That switch is in there, probably. I guess there's only one way to find out, is to just try to take the switches out and see if I can remove them. So I don't know. I'll just try my best to mil-max all of this. Hello, Panda. How are you? Thanks for tuning into the stream. I know, I'm like, do I just cope? Do I continue the mil-maxing without a magnifying glass? Or I'm basically just soldering these switches in anyway. But I want to say, like, I did it, you know? I'm like, wow, I mil-maxed an entire Austin. Achievement unlocked. And the camera's working. Okay. That's good. Oh! First socket to fly, but I caught it between my thighs, so it's good. It's not lost to the carpet. Yeah, just putting all these in. Oh yeah, I can't forget to do the LEDs too. You know what? I'm gonna cope. I'm just gonna solder in the switches. I'm gonna commit. No, it's frozen again. Thanks for telling me, Kathy. Thanks for being on it. What is going on? And I like tested the stream all day just to, like when I was making overlays, or I'll just show you, I'm not actually gonna be right back, but hello, I wanted to like show a fun time, show a moving banana, you know? Fun little overlays. Anyway, we're back. That's what I spent most of my day doing. But yeah, I used to just have like generic Streamlabs overlays, but I made my own today. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, no overlays at all is cool too. I don't know why I'm trying to be professional to just my friends watching, but yeah, that's fun. Yeah, we're just soldering in the switches, you know. If I really want 7U stabs, I can just desolder because I have an FR301. So I really shouldn't be complaining anyway because I have the tools to desolder quickly. Let's get it in there. Oh, also these U4Ts are stuck. I didn't lube them because, I don't know, like I was asking around today, some people think it's like sacrilegious to lube them, so I wanted that stock experience and maybe they'll get better over time. I also forgot I had a cider. It was just sitting here because I was stressing out about this mil-maxing. So yeah, we're gonna do this quicker. Forget the mil-maxing, except for those like random one-off switches that are probably soldered in anyway because of how messy it was. But yeah. You lubed them with 3203. Yeah, I'm sure it would feel nice. They do sound a little scratchy stock, which I'm assuming will maybe get better over time as I use them, and I do plan on using this build as my new daily driver. Not getting rid of the wrecked, but I have it right here. This is my current daily. It's going to go to the office now as my work daily because I am living the high life now. I have to take off all my artisans to put them back on my Austin. Yeah. I will be bougie. We're like, right now I have a Keycron at work because it's like, I wouldn't be upset if someone stole it or something, but the wrecked, like I still care about the wrecked, and it was like the first board I ever soldered, so there's like sentimental value there. But I feel a little safer now bringing it to the office, like, because I trust the people I work with more now, and I know they're like, what am I gonna do with a keyboard? But it'll just be nice to have something more premium at my desk there permanently. What's funny too is previous runs of the Austin came with more LEDs for caps lock and stuff and num lock, but I only see 3 here that are just for the little accent, so I don't know why that changed, but I don't mind it. I didn't feel like soldering in more than 3 LEDs. Oh yeah, the OBE is great. I don't have one, but I love MechWild in general just because of their kits. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed in a lot of build videos in the Austin, a lot of people opt to just not put the LEDs in at all because they just don't want to deal with it, but I don't know. I like the little accent with the glow. It's really subtle. If it was like super, and they're just white LEDs, they're not like RGB or anything, but hello. Thank you, Gayla, for the follow. Putting in these little pearlescent bobas. I got these from Stupid Bullets, a local Oregon vendor. Hello, Gayla. Thanks for joining the stream. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, it's Kev. Oh, you're on your iPad. Hey, Kev. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the support. We are like a third of the way there, maybe a quarter. A third was a little forgiving. But these yellow stems look pretty good with the brass, I will say. I'm pretty happy about that. Hope I don't bend any pins. That didn't happen with the Sonnet, but it happened with the wrecked build I did last month. And I soldered over it, which was dumb, so then I had to desolder it just for one pin. Where I'm like, I could have just looked, I could have just used my eyeballs, you know what I mean? Yeah, brass. Right? Who needs eyeballs these days anyway, right? Putting the switches in. This ring light's getting a little warm, but I'm glad it's cold today. It was like thundering and lightning earlier. I was kind of afraid the power was gonna go out and I wasn't gonna be able to stream it all, but then the rain died down. This is for me. Yeah, this is my like dream board. A grail, one would say. But yeah, this is 100% for me, so that's fun. I do plan on building 2 more wrecks that are commissions, but one of them recently got dropped by the Cerakote guy, and we're working on getting a replacement case for that, so that's a big nightmare, but I don't want to think about it right now. And then, oh, they don't mark what step caps lock and what isn't. That's fun. I made the mistake with the wrecked build where I like didn't intend to make it stepped caps lock, but then I like soldered it in. I'm like, well, kid, you're getting stepped caps lock, and I bent that pin. Love that. We're gonna bend it back. Cool. We're back. I'm like 90% sure that the step caps lock is the more outward one, or if I pick the switch closer to the inside, it'll be a regular caps lock. But we're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm not 100% sure. Thank you, Cap. I figured you would know, because you're more experienced. I learned that the hard way, and now I'll never forget, hopefully. But now it always, like, makes me a little nervous now, where I'm like, I'm gonna make this mistake again. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I gained, like, a decent amount of knowledge from chatting with you, where, like, you're more knowledgeable than me. Learning a lot with the through-hole builds and all that. Or like when you were talking about your beak yesterday and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to like learn this because it's not on QMK configurator. Like if it's not on QMK configurator, I'm done. I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, oh well, I'm stuck with this layout. I can't fix anything. That's why my macro pad has no macros. It's just, oh, I'll just do extra function keys. That's fine. I don't need anything else. It's good. We're almost done, and then we're ready to solder all of these in. And then, oh, I need to remember the LEDs, dude. I know I've said that already, but yeah, consuming Keep content is fun too. I consume a lot of Keep content. I feel like that's the main thing I do these days, where I'm like, I'm bored, I'm just gonna go on Geekhack and look around at things that I'll never buy. Maybe read some like trolley comments, that's about it. Okay. That's good. That the PCB designer is probably, hopefully, going to help out more. Some PCB designers are like super nice and willing to like sit with you, and I've always appreciated designers like that where they're really helpful. Shout out to the PCB designer Fingus who sat with me for like days and really helped me. I had to do all these traces that all I had to do was resolder in like one pin on the, oh my gosh, why am I having a brain fart? On like the black pill. And then that was it. And then for nothing. We did learn a lot. It was an experience for sure. Oh, and the camera's frozen again. I need to get a new webcam. Both face and webcam are like the same camera. I got them like on Best Buy for half off. But yeah, I'm gonna replace this camera. We love learning. This hobby's all about learning. And some people like to argue, but it's a good time. We're almost done with these switches after I've given up on the Milmax life. It's a Logitech, but not the one that like most streamers have. It's like a one step down, where it's like, I think I'm streaming in 720p, basically. What is it even called? Now I'm curious. Oh, it's a C615. Could not tell you anymore. I just was like, oh, I want both a face cam and a build cam, and couldn't afford like super nice cameras for both, so I figured for now I'll just get something basic, because like why do I need anything fancy just to stream for friends? But maybe if I feel like it later, I'll upgrade. Okay, do I want to go with the 1.25 view or the 1.5 view? Probably 1.5. Okay, both on the inside. Cool. I'm glad this PCB is labeled, not all of them are. There we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna double check. Or actually, I don't know, if I have this here, I might not even have the option to put a key there because I'm not using 7U space. So I think I'm just gonna put this here. Yeah, it might be too close. But yeah, solder time. Oh, I'm gonna double check too. Oh, I already see a bent pin right here. Right here. Yeah, we're gonna do this before. Just being a little too aggressive, mate. Just bend you back into shape, buddy. You're still usable. Cool. This one also has a bent pin. Jeez, I was violent. What? Oh my gosh, another one in a row? Come on. I feel like this is like softer copper. I'm probably just making that up because I'm like trying to make an excuse for myself, but I'm like, I feel like these are more fragile than other switches I've used in the past. Another pit pin. Here we go. Yeah, it's definitely an excuse. I'm like, this is the same copper. Is it even copper? I think so. Oh my god, there's another one. This is funny. I'm normally not this bad, I promise, but it's normally like 1 or 2 switches, but we're already at what, like 6 or 7? And we're not even, we're in the second row. Okay. We're in the 3rd row now. Oh, we got another one. I must have sausage fingered my way into this. Like, what is happening? So much for a speed run. Maybe I should have kept mil-maxing that the little sockets kept the pins stable for my... I bent it again! No. Welcome to the scuff. This camera. What is going on? I'm gonna complain about it. I need help. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I don't know how I've been able to like stream successfully with these cameras for like 4 streams now, and then today of all days it's giving me a hard time, but cool. Not bent. It's like I'm reading Braille of all of my mistakes. Another one. Here we go. Maybe Sed had this issue too. Maybe I don't know if I saw that stream. Maybe I missed it, but let's see. Any more bent pins? Hopefully that's the last one I find, but oh no, I spoke too soon. More than 10. This is really funny. This is a new record of scuff. And it bent again. No. I must just be really careless. I don't know. And it bent the other way. No. I haven't even had that much cider. I don't know. I feel like I'm not being that intense with it, but maybe I am. Okay, we're in the last row. The final stretch. Pins are in. Okay. Now we can solder those in. I might as well. I'm gonna do the LEDs last. It's probably loud. Apologies if that hurt anyone's eardrums. No! It's happening. Even, I feel like it's happening more often now. Good enough. Yeah. We're on our way. These are really big holes, actually. Like, I feel like I'm using way more solder than normal. Ooh, and I love wearing short shorts where I feel that little lead splatter on my legs. It's probably bad, but hey. This is like the little steel wool thing that just knocks the extra solder off of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna shower after and it should be okay. That's my plan. I ate before this too, because I didn't want to like eat while soldering. I think I learned that I couldn't eat and solder at the same time from you, Kathy, where I almost did that. Which is common. I feel like that should be common sense. Like lead, eating, shouldn't do it at the same time. We're on row 2. Yeah, it is kind of hard to clean up your desk and stuff before the streams, where I just keep this glizzy mat out 24/7, honestly, because it's fun. And I like to like put my coffee mug on it in the morning. And after I get these soldered in and then I solder in the LEDs, I'm going to plug it in and test everything before we commit to putting everything there. Yes, Glizzy Gang. I love this mat. I love ketchup and mustard. It's great. I can't believe this mat was on sale. Like, how did it not sell out instantly? People were sleeping on this glizzy mat. Soldering is so fun. Right? All of the real hot dog, or all the real glizzy fans were like just, they're not looking for things that imitate glizzies, they're looking for the real deal. I see another bent pin that I missed. No, at least I didn't solder it in. God. Are you kidding me? Thought we did this already. What is with my like ogre-like hands and just bending pins left and right? This L-shaped desk is kind of narrow too, so it gets a little precarious having the soldering iron plugged in like right next to my can of cider, and it's gonna be like messy. But I will allow myself to have a sip after I finish this row. Yeah, it might be an angle issue for sure, just because I'm not really like looking down directly. I'm kind of like leaned back, just because that's where I can put them at and have it on camera. Ooh yeah, the meta build. I'll try to tune in this weekend. Almost done with this row. Then I can have a sip of cider. Yes. Yeah, it's probably smarter to do board builds in 2 parts, but I like... I wanted to build this Austin so bad. I just want to use it. My camera is frozen again. No. Wow, that's actually pretty good, given the fact that I have like 12 followers maybe. That's cool. Yeah, definitely a better crafter than I am where I'd be like crying listening to people be mean. We're more than halfway there with the soldering journey of a big, big keyboard. Imagine if I was building like a 60, I'd be done already. But size queen's gotta put in the work, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, switch lubing in one day would be wild. Like, that's why I lube the stabs, and I mean, not with this build, but with other builds. I just do that all off camera, because I'm like, otherwise that would just take way too long. I did one lubing stream, and then I was like, oh, I have less to talk about while I'm doing this. I can't be entertaining. I can barely be entertaining now when I'm doing something exciting, like lubing switches. I'm like, what do I talk about? Maybe I should just like stream really bad reality TV while lubing, so at least I have like another thing to commentate about. I don't know. That would be fun, maybe. No! That has a bent pin, and I soldered in a pin already. No, wait, it doesn't. That's, oh, it's just an optical illusion of the angle. It totally looked like that was bent. I just like trolled myself there. And the camera's frozen again anyway, so it's not like y'all could have seen that. Wow. It's happening like every 3 minutes. It's so annoying. That's good, Kev. Join us in the soldering journey. Like, hot swap's fun too, just because it's like quick and you can experiment with a lot of different switches. But this part of it is like genuinely what made me like fall down the key rabbit hole when I realized how fun it was. And part of me just feels like, ooh, wow, so techy and cool. Not really, but like, I feel like it's a skill that's useful to have. Like, I've been able to repair things of my own, like replacing a mouse switch or something after I like wore out my old mouse switch, where I'm like, I don't have to buy a new mouse. I can just take out the old switch and solder in a new one and save a bunch of money and like materials. So yeah, like learning how to repair stuff is fun. I'm really glad I actually didn't have a bent pin there, because I would have had to like get the FR301 out, and that would have been like another thing to plug in and heat up. And it's hard to have the soldering iron and that going at the same time on this kind of small desk. Here we go. Yeah, if you have a mouse that's like double clicking, because that's what was happening with my mouse. It was double clicking and it was literally just making work impossible, because I would like try to be in the software we use for loans, and then I'd be like selecting and deselecting things that I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, you can just take it apart and replace the switch. And I bought like a new mouse. I bought 2 mouse switches for like $5, so it was a lot cheaper than buying a new mouse. Oh, a notification. Thank you, Iruka, for the follow. Or is it Iruka? I don't know. Sometimes I like say things in a Japanese way when it's not supposed to be. We're almost done. We're in the final stretch. I feel like I've said that already, but I feel it now. And I hope the LEDs don't have to be like a certain direction. It doesn't look like they do, but I hope I don't solder them in and then it ends up being that way. There's no like documented build guide for the Austin, and I've just been watching videos from like that are 2 years old at this point, and some people don't even put in the LEDs, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I am inhaling the good solder fumes. I do have a fan behind me, but I know I'm probably still getting lead poisoning anyway, but it's like, hey, my parents had lead poisoning probably, and they were okay. No, I'm kidding. I know there's all those articles about like crime went down significantly because there's like not lead in everything anymore, so maybe I'll just go unhinged in a couple years if I build too many keyboards. We'll see. Do crimes. This Iruka is an Austin R4. I got it last week. It's the final round of Austin keyboards, which is fun. I'm sad that I wasn't in this hobby like a couple years ago, where I could have joined the previous rounds at a cheaper price, but that's alright. I'm just happy I got to snag one of the last Austins. Hello, Aran. Is it Aranha? I've always pronounced it Aranha, but I never know if that's how I actually pronounce it. But there we go. Thank you for joining the stream. This one looked like the pins were bent again, but I'm like, I'm not falling for my optical illusion trickery again. The X sounds like an S. Nice. Aranza. Yeah, I just like made it not even a sound. I don't know why, but now I know. Cause you know when you read a word for like a long time and you have no idea how it's pronounced. Or I feel like I did that with video games a lot as a kid, where it was like I pronounced the word inventory wrong for like a really long time because I read it in games before I actually learned the word. I used to say inventory, which I guess is like kind of British, but I wasn't like trying to be British. It was just how my like kid brain processed that word. Oh wow, I'm down to like the last roll of solder. I'll have enough for this build, but I might need to buy more for my next build. But this roll has done me well. It's been like, I don't know, 6 or 7 boards worth of solder, and several of those were 1800s, so that's good. I know I should get leadless solder next time, but for now, I like this solder. It's easy to use. It was good to use as a beginner, but I think I'm ready to level up now. Yeah, reading words and never hearing them. Pharmacy. That's fun. I think whatever royalty-free music I was playing is over. Gotta find something else really quick as I wait. Cool. This'll do. I really wanted to find like a royalty-free bossa nova playlist, and then I did, but then it was like, oh, we're only free on YouTube, but if you want to stream on Twitch, you have to pay us $5, which is like fair. Like, people should get paid for their art, but I was like, I'm not like a full-time streamer or anything where that would be worth it for me. So for now, it'll just be like general ass like synthwave music, royalty-free. Yeah, I definitely have little lead pieces in my hands, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Just gonna do the LEDs, then we're gonna test the board, and then we'll be like almost done. Wow. Where did I? Oh, here they are. Get that elevator music. Yeah. I don't like how all of this was just in one bag. Because I'm like, what is, like, I feel like some of these screws are redundant, or like I have the case screws and the plate screws already, but I don't know. And there's no documentation or build guide, so I'm like, what is this for? I don't know. We'll find out. LED time. Yeah, they just go in this little triangular piece, 3 of them. Bend it, and I can cut it with the flush cutters later. Or not later, right after this, but they're somewhere on the floor in this little toolbox I have. Just gotta bend everything. Imagine if this whole build was like through hole, that would have taken forever. Oh yeah, I remember you sent the pictures of the candy bar build guide, and it was very like ambiguous, like what are you supposed to do? I was honestly surprised there wasn't like more of an official Austin build guide. Maybe there's one like that someone has made privately, but it's not on their website or anything. Where I think the general consensus of like the people in the Austin owning community are like either experienced builders where they wouldn't really need one, or like maybe people just watch videos, but I don't like to, I mean I do watch build videos, but I'd rather just have like a PDF to read personally, where I can scroll. Flush cutters. Does the camera still work? Oh, I checked it. Ha. Incognito. Tube. I'm glad you can see the glizzy mat tube. Hopefully I'll plug this in and these LEDs just glow. No issues at all. We will see. yeah, let's open videos and see how it goes. Oh wow, as I like drag the whole build cam off, that's fun. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna unplug the Sonnet and test this out. Oh, I'm like, I was holding the Sonnet up, like thinking that was the cable. I don't know what I'm doing. That doesn't work. Bye, Aranza. Hope you can join back later. No, 2 of the LEDs work and 1 of them doesn't. What the fuck? That's so stupid. You can kind of see the glow here, but that's cool. But yeah, let's. Alrighty. I want to test this out. Here. So far, so good. Thank you for linking my chat, Kev. I appreciate the hype. Wow, 8 viewers. Level, or like number 49 in crafting, or whatever it was. That's cool. Windows coming up. Wow, I just pressed it again. We love that. Okay, the only thing, there's only 1 LED that's working. And I think looking at it, it's just some of the solder joints are bad, so I'm going to go over them again. And hopefully that'll fix everything. And then we can get this baby on the road. Yeah, that's just like a bad joint, honestly. That's just on me. If I had like an actual magnifying glass or something, that would have been helpful, but I hope I don't have to desolder any of this. Some of them are kind of funky looking. It's just the way the wire was cut is on me. And this tip is also kind of like gross. Or I need a new tip. So I don't know why my temp went down. I probably like pressed the button without thinking about it. I feel like it's not. I'm just getting a bunch of solder all over my tip and nothing's happening. Oh, I don't even have the camera on. There we go. Did that fix any of the LEDs? We will see. It's not a good look at all. Not focused at all. That's funny. I do need a new tip. The moment of truth. Oh. There's only 1 LED working still. It's bright enough or I'm just making like a lazy excuse now where I'm like, oh, it's okay to just have one LED, but it's not. It's not okay. Yeah, a Stream Deck would be nice. And I have a macro pad, I just haven't, like, I don't have it plugged in right now, and I need to set the shortcuts to actually, like, do it. And I wonder, did the LEDs need to be in a certain way? I don't really know. God. I feel like it would look bright through it anyway, because there's so many close together. I'm just gonna put it together and then anyway when I redo the stabs later anyway. So we're leaving it as it is, and we're just gonna go straight to the final product as the camera's frozen again. Short leg through the square hole. Oh, okay. That's what it is then. I just didn't know that. That's funny. I know, I could just get the FR301 out. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm not gonna take a half measure, because I've already taken the half measure of not mil-maxing anymore. So we're gonna get the big boy out. Hey yo! I'm gonna desolder these LEDs, or at least the two on the side. The top one is working. See, if I had a build guide, I would have known. Like, where does... I did notice one of the legs was shorter. Oh, wait, and I can't even, like... I clipped the legs already, so I can't even see, like, which ones are short. That's funny. Plug this in. Oh! I almost literally hit my head on the soldering iron. At least I turned it off where it's cooling down now. But I guess I might as well turn it back on, because we're gonna need it. We love a small desk setup, putting us in danger. Oh yeah, so remember how I took it out and flip it? Yes, the top one works. Just gotta do the two on the sides. Fortunately, this is like really quick to heat up, so we won't be waiting here for too long. I'm just gonna drink cider. It's absolutely worth it. Like, if you plan on doing like more than one solder build in your life and in your collection, I would just get one. It was 100% worth the investment. Alright, the light came off, so we're ready to go. That was quick. It was hard too because these pins were like kind of sideways. There we go. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna take out one at a time. Oh, on the pair of tweezers that I like needed to use. These are still like kind of stuck in there. Shit. This is so scuffed. Hopefully that'll get him out. this one's out now. Let's flip it around. I'll solder it back again. No, it just fell out. Shit. I'm pretty sure it was this way, because the bend is the opposite of the direction I had it at. I didn't think about that. Good night. Thanks for joining. I can't let this fall out. What am I gonna do? I should tape it or something. Because I can't really solder it. I don't know. What am I gonna do? I guess just bend. No, it fell out again. I'm gonna drive myself insane. This is funny. This is so scuffed. I regret clipping these. I should have soldered them in and then not clipped them and then tested them, but too late now. Hold the LED and PCB together and pin the solder on the socket with the same hand. Yeah. Just hold this wire here. I'm hoping I can just bend this enough to hold it in place and catch. There we go. At least it's not gonna fall out now. This LED is like not flush, too. I like how this LED is like worse than my bent pin saga with this build. I'm probably like making people scream just because there's so many better ways to do this, or I should just get tape or something. There we go. I just have so many things going on. So many hot tools that could hurt me. And this one, I thought I desoldered it out already, but I guess not. No, it's still in there. I must have gotten solder like in there. That sucks. God, this is bad. Wiggle the tip. Yeah, I'm gonna wiggle the tip around a little bit. God, this is just looking worse. I feel like it was loose before, and now it's not. It's basically almost out of there. Get out of there, buddy. There we go. I just need to flip it around the other way. These little LEDs, man. I'm gonna bend them a little bit again, just to keep them in place. Hopefully this is the end of this saga. Then we can finish up. Alright, the moment of truth. I'm gonna plug it in again. Okay, I thought the camera froze. The desoldering. It does sound like something else. How? Two of them are working and the third one is in. No. It's so bright too that it's kind of like blinding me and making me see spots where I'm like, now I can't even see shit on the PCB now. That's really funny. I feel like I put that other LED in backwards. After already putting it in backwards, I think I soldered it back in backwards. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave this one for another day when I have a little more patience. And we're just gonna keep the show going because I don't have the patience for that right now. But maybe another day when I'm alone without an audience. Yeah, you do have to. There's only 3 LEDs to solder just for this little accent piece, but I soldered one in backwards, I'm pretty sure. Or I soldered one in backwards twice, so that's fun. But anyway, everything else works. I'm gonna let this. There's normally a little stand for it, but I just don't have it because there's not a lot of space. Turn this other soldering iron off, and I guess we can screw everything into the case. Repeat of the Fingus. The Fingus was a lot worse, so at least I have this going for me now where it's not as bad. But yeah, we're going to top mount. As I like put the case on some tweezers. I have one of those like magnetizy thingies. Maybe I should see if I can remagnetize this really quick before I do this. Wow, stick, thanks for nothing. Just kidding. Yeah, the Fingus was a much longer process, just being through hole in general, but... Is that what this is? I feel like that Insane Clown Posse meme where it's like, fucking magnets, how do they work? Did that... No, that didn't help with anything. I'll just have to use my hands or some tweezers like a peasant to put these screws back in. As I'm like avoiding this hot iron at the same time. dropped that. No. Wow, this is so scuffed. I love it. Where did that screw even go? Oh, it's like lodged behind the switch here. Ooh. Tweezers, thank you. You made it. Are these even the— I feel like these screws might be too short. I don't even know. But no, these were the same screws I unscrewed to get the plate out, so I know I can't be, like, wrong. Okay, and the camera's not frozen. That's cool. I'm just waiting for this to cool down so I can take it off the silicone mat, because it's kind of scaring me right now. I feel like these screws are no longer— no, they do work. Okay. They felt too short. Camera is frozen again. Thank you for bearing with me, everyone. This has been a mess. This stream has been the messiest stream of all time. I have no idea why that keeps happening. Okay. I was making sure I actually clicked that off, and I did. That would be funny if I just left it on heating up for everything. It's hard to get this lined up exactly. That's why. Okay, there we go. This little baby screw. Come on, buddy. More screws here. It's hard to see. Slowly. This will be done. Getting it in. And then I'm more afraid of getting the back plate on. Or the back on, just because it's so heavy. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna drop this shit. I can feel it. I'm jinxing myself right now, but it's scary just because of how heavy it is. And I'm not like screwing these in like all the way, but just a little tightness. But are there even? I just like shoved my head under the camera. I feel like I'm missing screws. Or no. I need one more. Hopefully I have an extra. I don't know where the other one went. Maybe if I just move this big ass FR301 out of the way, that'll be helpful. Actually make space. Just like noises tumbling around everywhere. Oh, here's the screw. See? I knew it would fix everything. Get these soldering tools out of the way. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so far looking good. But yeah, after watching a few build tutorials, I realized that, yeah, I have to do this upside down, just because it's so heavy that it's easier to put the top on and then just flip it afterwards, after you line it up. Because otherwise it's like you're putting this huge brass weight in, and it's a lot. Yeah, it's really clean on the inside. I don't want to, like, I want to hear the board in its natural state. Like, I don't want foam or anything. But yeah, and then we can flip it and screw everything back in. And then we can do keycaps. The camera, yeah, the camera's probably has lead poisoning, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. Get these screws in here. Yeah, keycaps, we're doing GMK Posh. I think it's gonna look really cute. I didn't get the novelties. I thought about getting the novelties, but like I don't know, the theme was weird. Like, I get like Posh and it kind of has like the Argyle print, but then there was also like man and woman symbols, and it was really like weird and gendered, and I was like, I don't know why that has anything to do with being Posh, but so I decided to not get the novelties. So I saved a bit of money because it's anywhere except for aftermarket, but fortunately I was able to get the base kit for $150 on Mech Market, which is cheaper than what it would have been on Kono with their sale, like with shipping. So yeah, I'm glad I got in on that. If only my camera was also like right. Hey, I will be right back. I forgot that the keycaps were in another bedroom. BRB. Hey, we're back. GMK Posh. Here we are. I think this camera has moved too, because I have one of those like desk shelves. You know what? I don't want to fuck with it right now. So sorry about this wooden piece here. But yeah, GMK Posh. I already opened it and just kind of tried to align everything where it wasn't all jumbled. It wasn't too jumbled actually. I was surprised in the mail. But yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Potato tray. Time for a snack. I'm gonna look at pictures of the Austin just so I like know what the default layout is for now. Oh, I forgot I unplugged the Sonnet. Haha. Or I always just forget the like layout of a keyboard all the time, even though I look at them and think about them every day. And then I always have to look at pictures of like what a standard keyboard layout is, and I'm like, why? But yeah. Cool. I wish in an ideal world I would have gotten the alternative alphas too that have the pink legends, but wow, we love a really focused high quality camera. But I think it's gonna be good. I can't wait to type on this and just take pictures of it. And I've been really excited about this build for a long time. I don't know if this set might not be like permanent, but for now it's fun. I'll probably find something else next year that fits this pink a little better. I might do PBT on this, honestly, because I can, even through my headphones, I can hear it's a little hollow sounding, just because I know there's no like foam or anything, but it is weighty. But it kind of has like a thinner sound. But the whole feel is very premium, so that's what really matters to me. Yeah, honestly, the U4Ts sound pretty good. Stock. So I'm glad I didn't waste my time lubing them. Scroll lock is there. The camera. I don't think it's gotta be my ring light or something, like, I don't know, it's so weird. No, the ring light shouldn't be doing anything because it's just plugged into my computer. I don't know. Like, all I did was just put it on a different mount so I could add the ring light. That was the only difference, really. And I made the overall, like, frame of the camera bigger because I used to have a background, but then I realized, like, oh, like, it's already blurry and hard to see, where I'm just making it worse, basically, by, like, having that in the frame in the background. So I'm like, let's just make the whole camera view visible. I don't know. And then on camera these look black, but it's like a nice navy blue with pink legends on all the mods. We're almost at the end. Just putting in the caps. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of flex there too, which is interesting, even with brass. And I don't have like gaskets or washers or anything, so. Contrast for the numpad. Yeah, and maybe I'll get the novelties, or I'll find someone selling like the All Alphas kit for a decent price one of these days that has the pink legends. But for now, I'm happy with this base set. Oh, I don't want the scooped F and J, I want the bars! Get me the bars. I don't even know why the F and J are like in this other tray, because like that should be the default in my opinion, but I know it's all preference. I do got bars. Rap debut no, I'm kidding. That would be really cringe. Of course I'm going with the pink enter. We love an accent. I wish I had accent space bars too, because I love accent space bars, but oh well. Not included with the base kit, I understand. Let's go, Austin. You big, beautiful board. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Here's hoping that I get all these keycaps in the next 7 minutes. I think I can. Oh yeah, I need a smaller shift. Here you are. Oh no, that does not look good. Where's it? I think I need a bigger. Yeah. I'll just get a keycap holder and stop being lazy. I was like, I'm just gonna rip this with my hands. Wrong size. No, I may have done this wrong. Because it would look bad if I didn't have... I might have to desolder some of this later and fix this layout. This is not good. As I shake the entire disc. Yeah, I should have... Oh, that looks so bad. I'm really annoyed. Need a bigger alt. Where are you? I accidentally did do something. I thought I was paying attention. But I was not. No. The camera is frozen again. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. I can't post any pictures of these. Yeah, this is really embarrassing. Yeah, I did. Holy shit, it won't fit with the alt key either. I need to check this out. No. It's gonna look so bad. Wow, this is really scuffed. This is funny. So cursed. I know. I might as well rip it apart. I am a bit on a time crunch where I kind of want to like take a shower and go to bed, where I think I'm just gonna do that tomorrow or on Thursday when I'm working from home. That's unfortunate. I knew it. I had a feeling I did that when I was putting in the switches. I had doubts, and I was right. Is there another insert key? No. sad. Oh well. The show must go on. Is there a row 1 delete? Yeah, right here. What else am I doing? No, it's not a proto. This is from the most recent round, R4, that released last week, or on the 22nd was when I bought it, and then it came in a week later. It was in stock. It was really quick. Yeah, R4 was super quick. I was really happy with how it turned out. Let's see. Where's the slash? This alt is so cursed. This is so... No one look at this. It's so bad. We're almost done. Numpad time. Yeah, this looks so dark in the lighting. It's really a navy. Or like maybe a royal blue. I wish I had more space. I'm just like clutching these trays in my lap. So scuffed. It wouldn't be a build stream for me if there wasn't like some problem that I have to go back and fix later when I have the patience. And of course, in classic Austin fashion, 2 U0s only. In the order form for the Austin to get in, you had to answer a question and say like what size 0 on a numpad, and people who put 1U were not allowed to buy it. They were kicked out of the sale, and some people just thought it was like an opinion thing, and I'm like, no, I know better than to lose out on this because of something so trivial. But stream house of keyboard streams. I wish there was a pink plus, but there isn't. Here we are. Other than this monstrosity here, the build is done. Yeah, the type box is cool. I wasn't like salty about like him removing the arrow keys, but I would have preferred arrow keys personally from the old layout, but I totally understand why he made those changes, and like I still like the look of the type box in general. It's a really cool board, and it's still in my, I still have my eyes on it, but I'm not 100% sold yet, because it's probably like just as expensive as Austin is, and I don't know if I can afford that, depending on when it comes out. Alrighty, as I'm like struggling to get these potato trays into the sleeve, I'm just gonna put it on the ground for now. Here it is. The Austin. It's a better look. It's so heavy. Thank you, Tube. I don't have a quality mic either, just my headset. But the brass, that definitely sounds like brass. Oh yeah, there's like still music going on at the same time. I should pause it. Engine. We'll just close out. Just be like, yep, there's nothing wrong, nothing to see here. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for joining in the whole time for all like 2 hours too. I appreciate you keeping me company. But yeah. It's very brass sounding for sure. But yeah, thanks for joining in. When the next time I post pictures of this will be gone. This will be resolved. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. We'll send off with a good banana ending.